Welcome to the half moon activation transmission. This is an unusual one for me, and I had to spend quite a lot of time tuning in to really see what is now, because it's a little unexpected to say the least. And what I'm getting is this: there is a beautiful divine marriage between the inner masculine and the inner feminine this half moon. In particular, very specifically, there is a dance between the I, who is, I would say, the inner feminine, is the I who drops into beingness, who is one and knows its essence and resonates that essence. And very specifically, the inner masculine that turns to face that essence, that is listening and honoring that, and then turns to face the world and says, I am this. And what I'm going to do about the fact I am this is this. These are my goals. These are my intentions. This is my expression. And it's this divine marriage between the part that turns inwards and the part that turns outwards. So we're going to go on a meditation, which is kind of activational, an initiation meditation, where we listen and rest in the resonance of our essence, where we then contact that space of knowing, oh, I am the I who is seeing me. We let our goals form. I am the I who is going to tell the world what I am. I am the I who's going to set an intention. So we're going to set an intention and an ambition. And then we're going to breathe in the light activation that supports that. So it's a marriage between going within and working with awareness, and being more outward, working with energy. But in the middle, we're going to have intention setting that comes from resting in connection with the I who knows who it is, that's one within all that is. So I suggest for this transmission, giving yourself 15, 20, okay, 25 minutes, I think. I mean, I'm guessing, but this is what it feels like. I keep it open so that we really can be with what the movements are, just for these transmissions. And set the intention to let go of trying to work out what we're going to do from the mind, to surrender, to be alive, to let alive to new excitement, healed excitement, refreshed excitement. Be aware that there is a healing and rebirthing happening in an inner masculine archetype within us at the moment. So this is not man, woman. This is specifically metaphysical qualities and very specific sets of those metaphysical qualities. So there's a rebirthing of an inner archetype. And we're going to dance with the energies this new moon to help us open to gifts that we can't see. As we might have seen in the previous lives, we're talking about gifts coming online from Atlantis, Egypt, Lemuria, things that have been guarded, things that have been kept in the shadow. And as a divine masculine archetype enough, there's healing, is doing a lot of shadow work and rebirthing. There's a liberation of even more of the gifts ready to support our co-creative shift for the summer solstice. So I'm suggesting that we make the intention to allow excitement to be renewed, healed, and refreshed, to be rebirthed. Allow excitement to be the wave that carries in surprises, not just in this moment, but going forward from this point on. Surprises about what we're capable of, surprises about gifts, hidden gifts, things that we can do that we didn't know we could do. So opening to the possibility that this is an activational point in time and we can make it so and take advantage of that. So letting go of needing to know, I suggest we settle into a comfy position, and I'm going to guide the meditation by saying we're going to make intentions. And the way I do this, and the way I suggest, is say an intention silently, inwardly. Let go of what's happened and what should be happening. There is no wrong or right. It doesn't matter if you make an intention to be in the heart and you end up in the head. Nothing is wrong. And after making the silent intention, keep returning attention to notice the physical, the sensation of breath in the body, the sensation in the body as a whole. And just trust that, whatever the words are doing, if you stay with our own physical experience, we'll be getting something from this moment. It's enough just to be here, close our eyes and tune in. We will be receiving what's for us. So no trying this little journey. Okay, off we go, guys. Okay, so making that intention to close the outward facing eyes. So give ourselves these moments. Close the outward facing eyes. Turn attention inwards. And say, I drop the seat of my seeing into my heart and center now, or I drop into my heart and center now, imagining a part of us is reclined there, relaxing, opening to notice that sensation, the breath in the body, sensation in the body as a whole. Nothing is needed in this moment. In this moment, you can say inwardly, I am enough for this moment, in this moment. I am enough. I have done enough in this moment. I have done enough in this moment. And I have enough in this moment. I have enough. So just be with the sensations in the body. You don't need to name them. Keeping attention physically focused. So as though we're a spectator sitting in our own heart center. Nothing we're really searching for. Letting all that we notice swim in front of us. Anything that comes into our attention, just swimming in front of us. Let it pass. We are with the witness to sensation, the witness to emotions, and even the witness to thoughts, making all welcome, allowing all to show up as though they are vibrations. Now, as we're breathing, we can imagine that we are breathing in from within, that each breath, a quality is coming in, riding into our system, riding into our body, as though we're breathing in from the infinite, as though we're breathing in from love itself. So we can just make that silent intention to say yes to the mystery gift that is for us in the moment. You don't need to know what it is. We can say, I call for what's for me in this moment, and I breathe it in now. And as we're breathing in, whatever we're breathing in with that breath, we can imagine it's filling the heart, the chest, spreading out, reaching every part, our toes, our fingertips, our mind, and spilling over into our energy fields, as though that cell, the energy cells that we are filling, are being charged with whatever quality is for us in this now moment. Our higher selves know what that is. Our hearts know what they're calling for. Our minds can relax. We're just breathing. and saying yes to what's for us now. And just as we say yes, we can, if we feel it's right for us, say thank you to what's coming in, to the source it's coming from. That's if we feel that, we don't force that. Let it arise. If the thank you is there, and don't push it if it doesn't feel like that's there. Just stay with that, breathing in. And these words of I am, here, now. Let it be gentle, can let it be subtle, but let's stay with our own experience for these moments. I am here now. Just us, just our heartbeat. Here in our center, that rhythm that's our drumbeat, that beats in time with a universal heartbeat, the drumbeat in the earth, the drumbeat in the cosmos, the heartbeat in all that is. It is enough to be here in this moment. Know that our rhythms sit comfortably within the universal rhythms, that we have a place and we fit in the now. And that's enough. Who knows what opens in us when we just allow that for a moment, for a second during the day. So inviting the body to relax, to let go of the doingness energy for a moment. The running. And we can scan from tip to toe, just whispering, relax, let go. Doesn't matter if we do or not, just inviting the body all the way down, relax, let go. It's safe, you can, just for this moment. Let go now. And again, be the witness, just observe what happens. Don't try and fix anything, but keep whispering all the way down. Relax. Let go. It's a beautiful way to listen to what's going on in us. Little scan. And anywhere that feels fizzing or tense or tight, just notice that. Imagine that you are witnessing that with love, compassion. It's okay. Relax, let go. And the words that come are, you have done enough. There are more words. The guides are bringing words now. So just stay with your body, how you feel inside, and let the words, notice how you feel when the words come, rather than listening too hard to the words themselves. So we'll let the guides in now, huh? And these are guides of unconditionally loving integrity, just here to bring support, here to activate, awaken, here to help from a place of love. Beloveds, you have done enough. You know. Your bodies vibrate with this knowingness all the way through, all the way into the very center of your body cells, into the bone, into those muscles, those tired muscles, muscles that are tired from running, the mind that is tired from organizing how those muscles need to run. Love them here and now, for they work hard to fulfill all the instructions they are given in a day's work, a day's play, a day's creating. Allow each breath that comes from within to nourish, to bring the resources that mean they can continue for another day. See, in the pause, you are resourced. It is so hard sometimes to let go of that momentum of running and doing, of thinking, what must be done now? And so we invite you to assure the part that finds it hard to let go. This is important. This is not empty time. It is nourishing time. For in beingness, perceiving happens, as well you know. And so, beloveds, just allow your cells right now to be nourished. As you breathe in from within, you breathe in from the infinite in this now moment. Every cell breathes in from within. There is a gateway to the infinite in every cell, every particle, every nanoparticle of your body, of your being. You can give the instruction in this now moment to open that gateway to source everywhere it can, naturally, effortlessly open. Just give permission now. Allow the cells in your body to be charged directly from that breath of life that enters via the gateway to source, the center in everything. Allow that breath to flow. As it flows in through that gateway, allow it to follow its natural pathways through each cell, through the divine, intricately complex intelligence in every cell in the body. The breath of life has a pathway to follow, charging and renewing, extracting waste, taking home what's done and bringing in what's now. It's just a breath. And yet for so long, the body has been sort of isolated in a state of separation from this very natural life, breath. And yet, of course, part of you senses perhaps this is not naturally so. There is a higher, more direct way to heal, charge, renew. And there is. The body breathes with all that is in every fractal part of itself. And just as you do not have to concentrate on where the breath goes when you breathe it in, your body has that intelligence, and so it is with every cell, every tiny part of you. This is how you can charge food and water. One of the many, many ways. Not by bringing in what's not there, but by opening to what potentially already is. As you are charging the cells in your body, you can hold water in a glass, food on a plate. And you can know that as you breathe and allow through simple intention, the breath of life in through the gateway to source from the infinite to follow the natural pathways and charge every cell in your body, so too can you hold the intention that every cell in the food or drink that you hold before it enters your body too opens that gateway to source, and acknowledging that that breath from the infinite may be present, charging your food and drink. So very simple. Not a creation or a construct, more a listening and an allowing and an inviting. And these are old ways. These are very, very old ways, very simple old ways. And we bring them now to your attention because there is much of old ways that is indeed being reactivated, and each of you have extraordinarily vibrant, unique imprints for the gifts that you are personally ready to activate. The rememberings which are your package of divine mastery, your gifts, your co-creation gifts that you are going to bring to the table this summer solstice and beyond, as you travel collectively over this rainbow bridge, shifting into co-creative playfulness and lighter energies. We bring you this now, not so that you can use this in this particular way, but in re-engaging with information at this level, you activate your own divine rememberings. For each of you have guarded wisdom pieces since the dawn of your own collective forgetting and your own individual forgetting. There are parts of wisdom that you have guarded, never to be forgotten, simply stored away for safekeeping, as though you are all parts of a puzzle that are ready to come together and you know how you fit. And it is time to light up some of those stored away places, stored away pieces, or as your momentous efforts in collective and individual healing for the first half of this year have indeed cleared you of much that was kept in the shadows. You must remember that it is not just unpleasantness in shadows. When shadows are brought to light, gifts that have been guarded, that which is beautiful but was not timely yet, also comes to light. Half moon is a time of magic because both halves of the moon are present, the dark and the light. And so we speak on this now because it is the moment to shift into asking, touching on that innocent, childlike curiosity. What have I got to open to? What wisdom gifts have I been keeping that are part of my core essence, my divine blueprint, that frequency fingerprint I am in the dance of all that is? What piece of the puzzle am I bringing to the whole when we all come out to play a little more together after this summer solstice we're approaching? May seem early to be talking about it, but really it is not. Not after this year's long work already. So we ask you to, or invite you, suggest. Oh, they're quite clear. We ask you to, I'm correcting them and they're very clear. We ask you to touch upon the wonder, the childlike innocence, and to protect those qualities of wonder and childlike innocence as you turn within and ask, so what is my essence? Please show me. Higher self, guides, love, God, all that is. Show me a little more of the truth of my being, for now it is time and I am ready to see a little more. It is that wonder and awe that calls it forth, for these are precious gifts that have been long guarded in the shadows, protected and kept safe until It is timely. Well, now it is timely. And it is gently, very gently, that they are opened. As a flower opens during the night, these petals that are opening are soft. And it is a soft call that allows our hidden gifts now to come into being. To gently show a little more of what was hidden. So we speak to you of this breath of life and the gateway to source in every cell, because it comes from a place and a time and a state of being where those gifts were active within you. As a timeline dissolves of forgetfulness within a sphere of your dimensional existence, it is as though you crumple a piece of paper and throw it in the waste paper basket. Suddenly it is as though it never happened, it never was. It is no longer time to face backwards upon, oh, what is the healing that must be done? Because it is done. It is a time to shift into, what is the truth here now? Show me, please. And I will rest in this. I will act from this self-revealing, activating truths, the gifts of my essence. The gifts here in the moment. And the clamoring mind wants to know, but what are they? You have to love it and soothe it and tell it to watch and wait and listen. Be patient. For the heart is where they are revealed. So, beloveds, we invite you now to make that intention, that soft intention, to sit in the heart, where the heartbeat is, where your rhythm, your drum beat resounds throughout your being, the beat of your essence, the form, the structure, the aliveness. And the heartbeat can be seen as like the sound waves, resounding the notes of who you are through the fields of all that is. As though you are the pebble in the pond, and yet the ripples go out in all directions. And without doing a thing, of course, your song is sounding. But we invite you now to allow an intention to arise. So we ask the answerless question. Before we make this intention, before we allow the intention to arise, we ask the answerless question, who am I? Stay with the physical sensations in the body, while the answerless question is asked, who am I? Imagine we are resting in the answer, as though it's a sound, as though it's a state, as though it's an ocean, or even a space. Who am I? And the next question, we allow an answer to arise if there is one. What am I going to bring into form, action, what am I going to do? From the resonance of the truth of who I am, what am I going to specifically in my world this week, this month, this year, even this lifetime? One thing can be small, can be big, and give it time, let it arise. I know the mind wants to jump in here. What am I going to do? So this can be an answerless question too. So for some moments we ask the question as though it's an answerless question. What am I going to do? Let there be nothing for some moments. And the first things that come, witness them, and then let there be nothing. Let there be an empty space around that question. What am I going to do this week, this month, this year, this lifetime? And stay with the breath, sensations in the body. Eventually the mind will relax and stop trying to figure it out. What am I going to do? And let the mind give up its panic of not knowing the answer. And then we ask littler questions. What do I want to do? Let's just let that be there. So we don't need to get answers at the moment. It's asking the questions that are important. What do I want to do? And then return just to notice how we feel in the body when we ask the question. Let it be abstract, let it be empty. And give it some time for these moments. Don't rush. Be in the asking. And maybe we know, maybe there's something specific, it's allowed. And maybe we don't, and that's also fine. Just notice how we feel when we ask that question. Okay, and another little question, an important one is, what excites me the most? When I think about what I could be doing, what excites me the most? So just let's let that question be here and notice how we feel when we ask it. And we can ask, where does excitement live in my body, in my system? Do I feel anything anywhere when I ask that? How does it move through me? That energy, I call to it now. And let it be subtle. Might just be a whisper, doesn't have to be a shout. And we are calling to our excitement. We are whispering, let it be reborn in this moment. Where is my reborn excitement? Here and now. Rebirthing in this moment. And at this point, we ask life, higher self, and our guides, God and love and all that is, to bring the details. Let them land in our system in this moment. It does not matter if we don't get a reading. We don't need the information. Let it land in our system. They call in the specifics. The definite details. What excites us the most? What do we want to do? What am I going to do? And just open to how we feel while we're calling that in, letting it land. And you might be invited to notice the sensations in the root and the feet, the soles of the feet. The set of the shoulders and the spine, the neck and the jawline. Just notice those very subtle physical shifts and sensations while we're calling this in. As though it's landing in the body, like the body's got the information, the mind might not be in on it yet. We're letting it land in the body, listening to that body right now. It's like the body's got the map. It might let the mind in on it later. Okay. Remember, there's no wrong or right way to be moving through this. So we're going into the next phase now where we trust or open and ask to be shown the details in right timing. Let that information come to us in the following days and weeks, and from that point onwards in right timing. Trust that it's guarded by our higher self. We don't need to know the whole map right now. We have it in the body. Something is landing and embedding. And actually, if the mind doesn't know, it's great because it keeps us out of the way. It keeps us much more open and alive to receiving guidance in the moment, going forward. What we've done is we've invited in the blueprint for what excites us the most, what we really want to do, and what are we going to do, coming from our essence, the truth of who we are. So just to finish now, we're going to you're invited to breathe in from life itself. So making that intention to lift the neck and shoulders a little, set the shoulders back and open the chest just a touch, as though we are facing life itself, facing forward and facing life, movement, direction, the outer. We've dropped into the inner, and here we are facing the outer with an open heart. Making that intention to drop into the heart space, the gateway here, and open that gateway forward, gateway into life, life in harmony, life in integrity, the life that is loving us and here for us and here to support us, that is dancing with us. That life that is the vital force that energizes our active creating. And as we make that intention, let go of what's actually going on in our awareness, and we're facing forward, as we breathe, can set another intention to breathe in from life itself, that vitalizing life force that's activating the doingness energy, the active energy in our creating. Now, you can just make the intention to breathe in from life itself. And know that just as in the beginning, when we were breathing in from the infinite, as we breathe in from life, qualities that are for us in the here and now, enter through the gateway to source, the gateway to life. Filling our hearts, expanding our chest, flowing through our bodies, all the way to the toes and tips of the fingers and the top of the head, and spilling out into our energy fields, charging those cell membranes. With that vitalizing life force that's here to help us with doing this and creating. In divine marriage with the beautiful qualities that we were breathing in from within, from the infinite. So just breathing in now and allowing that breath to flow, trusting that the unique pattern, the unique configuration where the breath of creation flows when we breathe it in is known. And here we are aligning with that harmony blueprint. Energizing our signature imprint in the body, in the energy fields, and in our reality. And just as we did before, we can imagine that every cell in the body is also breathing in from life itself, that vitalizing life force, charging us up with aliveness, every particle of our being, opening gateways to source in all directions, and breathing in what's for us in the moment. So really letting go of the words and trying and intentions now, and just staying with that sensation of breath in the body and the sensation in the body as a whole. Letting go of trying to get any readings or noticing anything at this point. Going to close down a little. Come back to center. Remember, we're touching down in that heartbeat. Bringing it back to the simple. And one last intention to open to the silence, the stillness, in between each in-breath and out-breath, in between each heartbeat, and to fall right in, into ourselves, into that space. Surrendering all to the moment. Making an intention to notice how we physically feel in this moment, to take a sensory snapshot, tilting the head down a little, opening the eyes, but keeping awareness on how we feel inside. Staying within while we look into our outer environment. And trusting that whatever we received, we're taking it with us. So setting that intention now. Whatever we breathed in with those breaths, setting up that intention, giving that instruction now as we go forward, that's continuous. It continues. So going forward, we breathe in from within whatever's for us. We let go of whatever's not. And we bring with us what we open to in this meditation space. All right, guys. Thank you. So you may wish to stay with that resonance. It's nice right now if you're in that space to put on a little very gentle music and go within and listen to the body. Let the body move how it wants to move, and spend 5, maybe 10 minutes at least, just letting the body move you. So it's a beautiful way to physically integrate what's been a very energetic journey in consciousness. And to have a little dance with that body intelligence. See what it's got to show us in the now. Hey. Hello, lovely. Well, thank you so much for dropping in, for being part of the field, and for just giving ourselves this little moment, this half moon time to open to some gifts, and for letting the whatever's for us. There's that excitement energy, isn't there? Like, oh, what is going to activate? What is opening? What's waking up? And that really is that what I would carry forward is like, oh, I wonder what. Oh, I'd like to be shown. Oh, yes, do show me more of that, please. Okay. So I can see now I said 25 minutes at the beginning of this and we're on 48. So much for my sense of timing there. Apologies. All right, guys, this is it for now. I'll just say if you want to join the full moon and the new moon online journeys, they're private group journeys, just send me your email and I'll make sure that you get the links. You can always, if you want to email me privately, you can always go to the website. It's at the bottom of the screen. And likewise, if you want your own energy, Akashic energy reading and alignment, then yes, I'm always here for one-to-one work. So that's the same, get in touch. If you would like support with something specific, just at this time. Okay. Thank you so much, and with love, signing off and leaving you in your own beautiful space. Oh, thank you so much for being part of the guided journey. That's beautiful. No, and it's just your email address. So just get in touch by the website and let me know your email address. So I won't do WhatsApp. It's just simpler to do email. So if you do want to join in those meditations, you let me know. Okay? It would be really nice to dive in even more held space with those. And yeah, we do go into sort of one-to-one energy work in those groups. So it can be, that always feels quite precious. All right, lovelies. Bye for now.